Today is all about Krixia in Raid Shadow Legends, my newest, or one of my newest mythical champions, one that is going to play a regular role in my daily videos here on the channel because she is an arena-based champion with lockout abilities and some control features, which I am learning and loving as I go. In today's video, I want to show you a couple of comments from the community regarding my use of Krixia. I want to show you her build, and then I want to actually take her into the arena as well to see if we can get some matches where she's not banned and I can get some things done with her. Before we get into any of that though, you need to download Raid Shadow Legends with this QR code or my link in the description. Free game with 3 legendary champions you get utilizing this code as of right now. 1, you get just from using the code. 2, use from using code UDKING. And then if you even come in right now, you can come and drop onto this Xenomorph chase and you could get Alien for free as well, a 3rd legendary, plus you get yourself an epic too, a great time to raid, baby. Now, let's look at this build. All right, so let's take a look at her total stats. Keep in mind, this is a work in progress. I didn't have all of the gear right away to make it optimal. But let's take a look at what we got here. She's sitting with 80,000 HP. Her attack is 2,800, defense 3,200. Got her speed up to 336, which is a little bit faster than I had her yesterday in yesterday's video. Crit rate only 29%, crit damage 102%, resistance 367, and yes, I know I need to get her resistance higher. I'm just lacking pieces to do so. Accuracy 375. And you can take a look, she is wearing some stone skin here, which is really quite nice. I love that we got her in some stone skin gear for sure. We also have her in some protection for a 3-piece part of that set, and we have her in feral as well. So that's just how we're looking for the gear. Now we're going with the Exora's Totem, which is essentially going to give me a turn meter increase whenever things are happening in the battles. I'm going with Lightning Cage as her blessing. And keep in mind, I have her blessed up to 3 stars. So she's getting the extended lightning orbs, the extended attack, and some extended defense, plus more for mythical champions. So she's looking pretty good. Obviously, I want to get more blessing stars on her, but I'm very happy I was able to at least get the 3-star blessing on her. Now let's take a look at the masteries, which I maxed out right away. And we are straight down here on defense. Adding resistance, decreases the damage received by champions by 8% when the champion is hit with a critical hit. We has a 30% chance of placing block debuffs on this champion for 1 turn when these are expired from the champion. We're going with increased resistance by 10 for each debuff on this champion, which stacks up to 30. I'm going with it has a 20% chance to counterattack an enemy when they apply any of these or debuff allies on an ally, and the cooldown is 1 turn, and more resistance for that plus 50. And then I focused in heavily on the support build. Accuracy plus 10. Heals the champion by 10% of their max HP the first time an enemy is killed in each round. We got increases accuracy by 20 when the champion has no skills on cooldown. Increases accuracy by 4 for each enemy alive, which stacks up to 16. Notice we're going for accuracy here. We has a 30% chance of increasing the turn meter by 10% when a debuff cast by this champion is removed or expires. We went with increases the base stat set bonuses for artifact sets that increases base stats by 50%. The increase is multiplicative, not additive. I have over here has a 5% chance of decreasing the cooldown of a random skill by 1 turn at the start of every turn. I went with has a 30% chance to extend the duration of any buff cast by this champion by 1 turn, but it won't extend those. And we went with Master Hexer, has a 30% chance to extend the duration of any debuff cast by the champion by 1 turn. It won't extend the following though. So that is the mastery build out that we used for Krixia. Let me know how that stacks up and compares to the build that you have or the builds that you have your eye on for when you unlock her. Now I got my Hydra rewards, I want to grab these. I also put a bunch of skill tomes into a new Void legendary champion for CVC, which I'm going to show you guys in just a minute once I get all of the gear out of these chests from Hydra and my clan boss rewards as well. And then, like I said, I want to take Krixia over to the arena because since yesterday's battles, I learned quite a bit more on how to be effective with her, opening up with her A3 no matter what every time. And then converting over to the 2nd form and then using the A3 over there as well. Let's see if we can get a little bit lucky here. We do have CVC going on, and this is not personal rewards. So we want to, get our rewards, but then at the same time, maybe even lose the event. Nice, a legendary skill tome from the ultimate chest and an epic along with an ancient shard. 2,000 tournament points. A void shard comes out of that chest, as well as an ancient shard. So nothing crazy, but some free stuff. Now, I did mention that we did a little bit of skilling up, and this gave me 30,000 tournament points for CVC, getting me above the threshold of requirement for CVC. We threw 10 books into her, completely upgrading her skills because she is going to be a big one for me in some of my PvE content. I'm going to have some guidance building her out to make her a beast, and then we're going to get her to work. And on a little side note, guys, I've been eyeing this in the shop right now. I think it's a pretty decent deal. A legendary skill tome, a mythical skill tome. You know, the energy and the auto battles are cool, but $15 for both of those I think is a good value. I may start doing a little bit of spending in the shop to try and boost up some of my champions, especially with these mythical skill tomes, which I really kind of need. Oh yeah, and we're only one away from unlocking Predator as well, so that's gonna be another one that we're building out here on the channel very, very soon. But let's take this into the live arena. We only got 20 something minutes left. Let's get into our first battle. Now, as we're getting into the battle though, I have two comments that I absolutely love. This is from Dom saying, basically when I was using Krixia, he says, "Not me in bed screaming A3 into my phone. They're always a pain to watch you trying to figure it out mid-battle, but still you made my night." Listen, man, I am just trying to have a good time and play. I'm glad that you're enjoying it, but I am learning as I go. Mutant Destroyer came in with a really great comment saying, "You know you're always supposed to open with Fabian's A3 to lock out an enemy. The same rule applies for Krixia as well. Always open with her base form A3. If you know everyone on your team has their skills on cooldown, you can swap to her alternate form and use the A3 to reset everyone. The buff and debuff removals of these skills are just a secondary effect." Absolutely love the guidance there. Glad to know that it's if I need to swap to her alternate form to get those skills off cooldown. I'll keep that in mind when we get into these battles. And my pick here is going to be Armands and Krixia. I have a pretty solid team. Fabian was chosen first by them. The thing is, who am I going to ban? Am I going to ban their Fabian? Am I going to ban their Siphi? Or am I going to bring in Nell to counter Siphi? I only have one nuker right now, and that's Empress, so I'm a little concerned about not bringing He-Man along as well. Let's see what their final picks are, and I'll be able to make up my mind. Ooh, man, Rhodos as well. Let's go. Shoot. Little concerned. I'm going to take a risk. Let's go with Nell. Let's not ban... I think I'm going to ban Rhodos. I'm going to deal with Siphi, although she's going to be fast. She's going to actually probably get to go first, but she's going to poison the heck out of herself. Let's see if I can take her down, though. I think I made a bad choice. I should have probably banned Siphi and not gone in with Nell and been a little bit safer there, and then I would have probably gone first because she's going to be so fast. She did stack the poisons up on her, though, but still, let's see how well we can hold on to this. Wow, they are buffed to the nines. Oh man, okay, so we're surviving so far. True Fear is dropped. A little counter attack there by Fabian. And by Krixia. Okay, here we go. All I got here, I gotta go strike him. Can we get another... Man, they are just out-turning me here big time, which is tough. Okay, we get to go in here. Should we transform? No, we're going to just go here. Target's Terminator steals additional. Let's go right here. I don't know, man. I should have potentially switched forms with Nell, but I want to activate that poison. Man, they're beating themselves up just because of Nell, which is great. But man, I am locked out badly. Trying to beat down Fabian a little bit to get rid of that control, but this is difficult. What are they gonna do? I haven't locked them out of anything. They have all of their skills. I haven't even been able to get Krixia to get a go yet. So they have, so I have Empress and, okay, there goes my poisoning. I should have banned Siphi and not put Nell in, put He-Man in. I probably would have had a better chance of going first then. I'm sitting with full turn. Armand's has gotten so many turns, but he's only been able to strike with his A1. Okay, let's switch form. Let's see what we can do here. Uh-oh. Let's... Wait, oh my god, it took my... I was gonna steal the life. That's unfortunate. I want to steal life, boost him up, and then do a nuke on everyone, but I did not have the opportunity to do so. Long match of me just not being able to be effective whatsoever. Man, that was disappointing. All right, so they're coming in with a pretty quick team. They're going in with some speed. So I want to grab Armand's. He's fast for me. And I want to grab other control. So we're going to grab Krixia. And then I'm going to come in with a nuker as my final most likely. Again, I know that I need a lot more resistance on Krixia. That's going to be built in as we get a little bit further. Continuously trying to build up the champs. He-Man's going to be my first choice. Okay, yeah. So let's go with He-Man right here. Lots of voids, but the affinity wheel, let me pull that up real quick. See where it pops up. Remember, blue, good against green. I don't have any greens. They have one green, Fabian. Let's go, and yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I have a couple of red. I only have one red champ. Let's take out, ooh. He's gonna increase void speed. This is a turn meter booster. I'm gonna get rid of the other void so he's not boosting anyone's speed. That's basically gonna be my plan there. Let's see how that plays out. And I have to put Armand's in lead because he is my fastest. Well, he's got the aura at least. You know what I mean. I'll tell you though, having Krixia is great because when the opponents have Fabian, I just literally come in with Krixia. So let's go with a stun right here. I should be able to stun the team. We did, and I should be able to then sheep. Ooh, he was okay. We're gonna go with the A3 of Krixia. This is locking everyone out, including Fabian, so he shouldn't be able to lock me out now. We went first. Let's see how this works. Oh, I guess that did work. I locked him out. We're gonna grab our free energy. Okay, now before we get into another battle, I do have this comment that came over here. A little bit of disagreement, and we have Suave saying Fabian and Krixia are both spirit lockout champs, so there isn't a need to run both at the same time. Correct. Krixia is better overall because if the enemy team outspeeds you and locks you out, you can switch forms with Krixia and reset the cooldowns for your team's skills and cleanse debuffs. Very interesting. That's actually true. If you outspeed, always use her A3 to lock the enemy's team out. Correct. Then we have Renegade, who actually disagrees with some of this. He says he's 20k plus live arena points. I face Krixia and Fabian teams 1 to 2 times out of every 10 battles. You're basically guaranteed to lock the other team. Echo, believe me on this, you should make Krixia your fastest champ. Lock out the other team right away. I won so many battles because my Warlord goes first, locks them out, and they just leave the battle. My picks are usually Siphi, Warlord, Odin, Marius, Abarius. Siphi gets, oh, and he was gonna say Siphi gets banned. That's essentially what just happened in my match. I locked them out from the start and they left. Then we have Suave saying, you haven't faced any mythical teams then. Lockout isn't that effective against Empress, which is the #1 pick right now. Many champs are also magic, so weak hits against a lot of meta champs. Point is, who do you agree with here? Both Renegade and Suave bring out some good points. I like how Suave broke down why Krixia is super valuable. And it's also a big discussion. Who is more valuable, Krixia or Fabian? Let me know your thoughts. So here's what I had to decide here. I didn't choose Fabian because I figured if they choose Fabian, I can choose Krixia and I still have 2 control champions. That was my thought process there. The problem here is now they have Fabian and I don't want to have to deal with them, right? So I know that I'm gonna probably have to ban their Arbiter. I have 2 nukers, 2 control. I don't know who I should be going in. Oh, he's awful to deal with too. Okay, I think I'm gonna bring in another control. You know what? Let's bring in Nell. Nell could pull a ban. I know their Lady Noelle's gonna be fast. I don't want to deal with him. I don't want him to hurt me. I don't want him to control me. I gotta get rid of their speed. Hopefully they did ban my Armands. Oh my gosh. Okay. I very well am going to lose the speed battle and gonna get demolished by them and probably locked out by Fabian. Let's see. Oh my god, I beat them on the speed battle. That was unexpected. So now we're gonna go with the A3. This is gonna lock all of them out. Boom, all locked out. They do have one mythical. Okay, she can only use her A1. He can only use his A1, right? Yep, only uses A1. Unfortunately, he's sheeped Nell. There's 2 ticks of poison on top of Fabian. We do have a mythical transformation. Oh boy. Okay, He-Man's down for the count. I was just gonna say I need Embers to okay. Let's go here and let's place decreased debuffs and block buffs on enemies. The problem is now I don't have any way to damage them besides Nell. This didn't work out. Didn't work out there, boys. No way to revive anyone. Now I'm locked out. I guess I could transform and cleanse myself, but I got fear. I'm locked out. I'm frozen. This guy controlled the shit out of me right here. Holy cow. That was actually terrible. So check this out. They came in with the 1-2 punch. This is what I was always struggling with, right? So now I need to bring in some control. Plus, I want to make sure that they don't choose Empress, because that's a pretty common choice. And I'm going to pull in... You know what? They're not going to pull in Krixia. So I'm going to pull in my 2 nukers right now. I'm going to go with Speed, Nuker, and then I could pull in my control, which is going to be Krixia, and I'm probably going to bring in Mikage as well. They went Lady Noelle and Thor. I'm going to come in with Boom and Boom. And I think my ban is going to be Fabian, not Armand's. And we just got word that there's some new bosses coming to the game. I'm going to show you what I just saw right after this match. You'll be able to see. Oh, they came in with the bombs as well. Let's get rid of Fabian. We're going to let them run with Armand's first. They got rid of... Okay. So they're going to be fast. I'm not going first here, boys. Oh, wow. Somehow we did. Okay. We're going to lock out with the A3. We need Armand's to not be able to stun us. He's going to decrease turn meter, strike... What? Wait a second. What the fuck? That's not a guarantee? That's not a guaranteed lockout with the A3? What the hell? Was that like a bad affinity? Oh, Jesus Christ, you bitch. Maybe it was the wrong idea for me to not ban Armand's. Ugh. I feel sick to my stomach right now. Not again. Alright, can we get Empress a turn here? Empress is not going to get a turn. I'm going to get blown up by this Rat King. If Thor doesn't do it first. What's he waiting for? Come on, bro. Is this guy not... Did the guy just go AFK or something? I'd like my turn. No, we actually get Mikage to get a turn right here. Let's try and transform her. Let's see if we can get lucky and come back. I am not happy with this match. It's actually really pissing me off. There you go. Well, if you want to see, we got this new boss called Mimic. It's a chest boss that just dropped inside of the game. And here's his kit right here as well. Plunder Pounce attacks all enemies, deals additional pure damage. I don't know that I want to go through all this right here. We're not going to. I'm not going to go through all this right here, but it is all here for you. I will, you could pause right here, read through it, and see what's up. But that's a new boss that just got dropped into the game. And here's the little trailer preview as to what this actually looks like. looks like a lot of nice gold, right? Nope. That seems pretty cool. Obviously, we have not mastered Krixia as of yet. A lot more learning to do. Ran into some tough battles today. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. I'm gonna go get rid of my, I'm gonna go cool off. Peace out, guys.